HOW. Marketing, branding and sales work together. A business does not grow from marketing alone. It does not grow from branding alone. And it does not grow from sales alone. Real growth happens when all three work together. Marketing brings the right people in. Branding builds trust, recognition and meaning. Sales turns interest into action and revenue. When one of them is missing, the business feels incomplete. You may get attention, but people do not trust you. You may have a strong brand but nobody sees it, or you may have sales conversations, but not enough demand coming in. That is why marketing, branding and sales are not separate departments, they are one connected system. And when they align, your business becomes clearer, stronger, and easier to grow. Why integration matters? Integration matters because customers do not experience your business in separate parts. They do not see marketing, branding, and sales as three different departments. They experience one journey. First, your marketing attracts them. Then your branding helps them understand and trust you. Then your sales process helps them make a decision. If these three are disconnected, the customer feels confused. Your ad may say one thing, your brand may feel different, and your sales message may sound like something else. That creates doubt. But when all three are connected, everything feels smoother, the message is clear, the trust is stronger, and the decision becomes easier. A connected business feels more professional, more believable, and more valuable. Why integration matters? Integration matters because customers do not experience your business in separate parts. They do not see marketing, branding, and sales as three different departments. They experience one journey. First, your marketing attracts them. Then your branding helps them understand and trust you. Then your sales process helps them make a decision. If these three are disconnected, the customer feels confused. Your ad may say one thing, your brand may feel different, and your sales message may sound like something else. That creates doubt. But when all three are connected, everything feels smoother. The message is clear, the trust is stronger, and the decision becomes easier. A connected business feels more professional, more believable, and more valuable. The role of each one: marketing, branding, and sales each have a different role. Marketing brings attention. It helps the right people discover your business. Branding builds trust. It gives people a reason to remember you, believe you, and feel connected to you. Sales turns interest into action. It helps the customer understand the offer, remove doubts, and make a decision. The mistake many businesses make is expecting one part to do everything. Marketing should not carry the full business alone. Branding should not stay invisible. And sales should not be forced to convince people who do not trust the brand or understand the offer. Each one has a job. And when each one does its job well, the whole business becomes stronger. How they work together. Marketing, branding, and sales work best as a sequence. Marketing creates awareness. It gets people to notice your business and brings them closer. Branding builds trust. It makes your message feel clear, believable, and memorable. Sales converts that trust into revenue. It helps people take the next step with confidence. The handoff between these three matters. If marketing brings attention, but branding is weak, people may leave. If branding is strong but marketing is weak, people may never find you. And if sales is weak, interest does not turn into results. So the goal is not to treat them separately. The goal is to connect them into one smooth system. Awareness leads to trust. Trust leads to action. And action creates growth. What each one brings. Each part brings something different to the business. Marketing brings visibility. It helps people discover you, notice your offer, and enter your world. Branding brings meaning. It tells people who you are, what you stand for, and why they should remember you. Sales brings conversion. It turns attention and trust into real business results. If you only have marketing, you may get views without loyalty. If you only have branding, you may look professional but stay hidden. If you only have sales, you may close some deals but struggle to create steady demand. That is why the three must support each other. Marketing opens the door, branding builds the relationship, sales moves the customer forward. The customer journey. Customers usually move through a journey before they buy. First, they discover you. That is where marketing works. Then, they start forming an opinion about you. That is where branding works. Then, they compare, ask questions, evaluate the offer, and decide. That is where sales works. If the journey is smooth, the customer feels guided. But if the journey is broken, they feel confused. They may like your content, but not understand your offer. They may trust your brand, but not know what to buy. Or they may want to buy but feel unsure because the sales process is unclear. That is why every stage must support the next one. Marketing should attract the right people. Branding should build confidence. Sales should make the next step simple. A strong business does not leave the customer journey to chance. Missing one weakens the system. When one part is missing, the whole business becomes weaker. If you have marketing without branding, people may notice you but not remember you. If you have branding without marketing, people may trust the look, but not enough people will discover you. If you have sales without marketing and branding, every sale becomes harder because you have to build attention and trust from zero. This is why many businesses feel stuck. They are not always missing effort, they are missing alignment. One team is trying to get attention, another is trying to create trust, another is trying to close the sale. But if the message is not connected, the customer feels the gap. A strong business connects all three. Marketing creates awareness. Branding creates confidence. Sales creates action. Common mistakes. One common mistake is treating marketing, branding, and sales as separate things. The marketing message says one thing, the brand identity shows something else. And the sales conversation sounds completely different. This creates confusion for the customer. Another mistake is focusing only on marketing. A business may get views, clicks, and traffic, but if the brand is unclear and the sales process is weak, attention does not become revenue. Another mistake is focusing only on branding. The business may look beautiful, but if nobody sees it, growth stays slow. And another mistake is relying only on sales. Sales can close deals, but without marketing and branding, every conversation becomes harder. So do not build disconnected parts. Build one connected system. Your marketing, branding, and sales should all tell the same story. Quick business check. Here is a simple way to check if your business is aligned. First, is your marketing attracting the right people? Not just any attention, but the people who actually need your offer. Second, is your branding building trust? When people see your business, do they understand who you are, what you stand for, and why you are different? Third, is your sales process clear? Can people easily understand the offer, the value, the next step, and why they should act now? If one answer is weak, that part needs work. Because growth does not come from doing random activities, it comes from building a connected system. Your marketing should attract, your branding should reassure, your sales should convert. When all three are clear, the business becomes easier to scale. Final takeaway. Here is the final takeaway. Marketing, branding, and sales are not separate pieces, they are three parts of one business system. Marketing helps people discover you. Branding helps people trust and remember you. Sales helps people make a decision and take action. If one part is weak, the whole system becomes harder to grow. You may attract attention, but lose trust. You may build a beautiful brand but stay invisible. Or you may try to sell without enough demand or confidence behind the offer. So the strongest businesses do not choose between marketing, branding, and sales. They connect them. They make sure the message is clear, the identity is trusted, and the sales process is simple. Because real growth happens when the right people discover you, believe in you, and know exactly why they should buy from you. If you want more animated business lessons like this, subscribe to SIVRA. And tell us in the comments which part your business is struggling with most right now. Marketing, branding, or sales? Your challenge might become the next SIVRA video.